Hi there, and welcome to Wine Inspired in 2 minutes. So this is the time that I get to take to give you a little bit of insight on a region that I choose from all over the world, maybe a place that I know kind of causes confusion or people typically ask me about. And today it is Pouilly-Fuisse. So that's what we're going to be looking at, giving you the breakdown in just 2 minutes. So what I'd like to do, take my timer, set for 2 minutes, do the who, what, where, when, and why. You may have seen this, name on a menu, on a wine list, on the wine shelves, and you may not know what it is. You may not have wanted to ask, but that's why I'm here, to give you that breakdown. All right, and of course we're gonna taste wine because what's the fun if you don't get to taste the stuff, right? So let's begin. Who, starting off. Pouilly-Fuisse. The who is important because it's a region within a region, per se. Pouilly-Fuisse is within the larger region of Burgundy. And Burgundy actually breaks down even further than just Burgundy, as I've noted, and it goes into a region called Mâconnais, and Pouilly-Fuisse is within Mâconnais. So that's kind of a long-winded way to say it's a region within Burgundy. And this map, provided by Wine Folly, will give us a very nice look at exactly where Pouilly-Fuisse is. Thank you. Okay, so who and what? This is pretty easy to answer. The what is Chardonnay. So if you ever have a wine, or if you ever have, a taste of something with Pouilly-Fuisse on the label, it's going to be 100% Chardonnay, right? And we'll get into what kind of character and style of Chardonnay when we do our tasting. Okay. Where? So who, what, where? Where is important because it's a specific kind of amphitheater type vineyard composition that gives Pouilly-Fuisse its character. Limestone soils, clay soils, those are your two big soil types within that region. And the way the vineyards are oriented, plus these soil types, give us a very distinctive Chardonnay. So that's our where. When is also pretty important. So Mâconnais is actually the birthplace of the Chardonnay grape. So when you drink Pouilly-Fuisse, when you drink a wine from southern Burgundy, you are really tasting kind of that authentic birthplace Chardonnay, and it really shines in this area. And the why, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. It's a different look at Chardonnay than California, than the New World, and even different look than, more northern Burgundy or the Côte d'Or or other, Chardonnay areas like Chablis that you may be more familiar with. So it's really worth exploring and really worth giving a little bit of a closer look to. So, Pouilly-Fuisse, we'll get to taste some right now. Saved by the bell. Great. So, let's dig into what you might expect when you are going about tasting a Chardonnay from Pouilly-Fuisse. This is a Louis Latour 2016 Pouilly-Fuisse. Quite affordable from a very notable producer, a negociant. That just means he makes a lot of different wine from a lot of different areas within Burgundy, and I would highly recommend giving this a shot. Shoot. Let's see. Looks pretty Chardonnay-esque, right? It's kind of got this light yellow color, nothing crazy on the site, but the nose and the palate is where this Chardonnay is going to be quite dramatically different than maybe California Chardonnay or even, Chardonnay from the Côte d'Or, that more northern area of Burgundy. Yeah, right off the bat you notice no oak, right? So Chardonnay typically has oak, but this wine doesn't have any oak usage. So what you get are these more kind of just fresh apples, fresh citrus, fresh tropical fruits, fresh stone fruit. So it's more of a light and fresh character of fruit instead of heavy and ripe. And then the minerality is pretty striking here. So minerality just means that inorganic earth. So I get a lot of that kind of chalky, kind of wet, damp rock smell. That sounds weird, but it's true. It's happening. And then some really nice florals coming through here. So a fresh kind of honeysuckle and some of that kind of green herb or like a thyme kind of dried herb. So a lot of complexity, a lot going on, even a touch of a marzipan type of aroma, but no oak, so it's all just, coming from the Chardonnay grape grown in Pouilly-Fuisse, and everything that has to do with that is where all this aroma is coming from. Let's taste it. that's really nice. That's a really interesting expression of Chardonnay, and I love that you still get those notes of the green apple, the notes of that citrus, some of that apricot, a little bit of that mango tropical fruit, but it's all very in check, it's all very fresh and bright and not overripe. And then there's a nuttiness and a honeysuckle and a beautiful bit of that, you know, wet rock, chalky minerality running through the wine, a really light, bright, mouth-watering quality. So not heavy, not buttery, not oaky, but just really, you know, true to the essence of Chardonnay. So Pouilly-Fuisse, you're awesome. Hopefully you learned a little bit. Go try some. It's not going to break the bank, and I'll give you more info about this wine below. But subscribe, please do that, and join me as we keep learning about wine, keep checking out some blind wines in the future, and exploring your favorite regions, or soon to be favorite regions, in 2 minutes. All right, cheers.